flowers grow, and the softest breezes blow, and there's magic as the seasons come and go.
Spring Mill, the dunes. They're all part of the great picture which the good Lord painted in Indiana, and which Hoosiers have tried to preserve and throw open for the enjoyment of everybody. Take a look at the towns and cities in Indiana, too. They're alert, progressive, forward-moving, full of good, sound enterprise. And they're homey and friendly, Hoosier towns, with all that that folksy term implies. Even the big industrialized places like Indianapolis, the capital, are Hoosier right down to the roots. All of its factories, its varied business enterprises, haven't robbed Indianapolis of that friendly atmosphere which prompted a famous Hoosier poet to call the city high heaven's sole and only understudy. Monument Circle, which is the city's most distinguishing landmark, typifies this survival of the neighborly spirit which is so apparent throughout the Hoosier state. Indianapolis, too, is the scene of one of the world's great annual sports events, the 500-mile Memorial Day race. Each year since 1909, America's most daring drivers have piloted their mechanical steeds around this great proving ground for the automotive industry, and in these grueling contests have tested nearly all of the new developments in automobile engineering. For years, the Monon has helped to bring in the countless thousands who descended on Indianapolis for this event, transported them in an atmosphere of real Hoosier hospitality on its famous Chicago-Indianapolis train, the Hoosier.
Hoosier time, Hoosier time, we run this railroad right on Hoosier time, Hoosier time, Hoosier time, there never ever was a better time, Hoosier time, where every golden moment is a time for joy and laughter, Hoosier time, is the bell ball.
Hoosier towns, American towns, towns where industry and thrift and independent initiative are admired and rewarded. Good towns in which to locate factories. The whole state of Indiana has an enviable record of friendly relations between management and labor and government. State and local taxes are extremely favorable to business. Transportation facilities and power resources are unexcelled. That Hoosier air is healthy for business.
Hoosier time, we run this railroad right on Hoosier time, Hoosier time.
The present management of the Monon has been extremely progressive in its efforts to provide its online communities with the finest in transportation service and equipment. The Monon was the first Class I railroad to become completely dieselized. Centralized servicing facilities with every modern device for maintaining equipment and expediting repairs ensure dependable schedules. Diesel power in all switching operations means smooth handling of cars, minimum breakage or damage to shipments. Along the railroad, vast improvements have been made. Miles of new track have been laid. Lines have been shortened and straightened. Bridges have been strengthened. Some have been completely rebuilt. Signal systems are being continually improved. New interlockers installed to increase speed of train movement.
Oh, up and down the Monon, everything is fine on that route.
All points on the Monon are now connected by dependable overnight freight service. To expedite interline movements, schedules are arranged so that they integrate efficiently with the schedules of connecting lines. This is especially important when it is recalled how many major railroads intersect the Monon and how strategically located the railroad is as a bridge line between its great terminals of Chicago, Indianapolis, and Louisville. Although Monon's trackage is primarily in Indiana and it is known as the Hoosier Line, the railroad is intimately connected with the commercial and industrial life of its great terminal cities in Kentucky and in Illinois. Louisville, the Falls City, key spot in the early winning of the West, hub of a great business area. You've been in Louisville at Derby time, no doubt, or you're planning to go sometime. Come see Louisville, see the Derby, and all the other great attractions